S.O.S, savior of self. That's what you have to be. You can't sit around expecting someone or something to come and save you. You can't expect someone or something to intervene and rescue you. You can't expect someone or something to interject in your cause and effect. There's a lesson to be learned in all of this. Sometimes the lesson isn't learned because someone interjects in your cause and effect. So you keep repeating the same thing. Sometimes it has to run its course. Sometimes we have to sit back and let people's cause and effect play out. And the same thing with you. Sometimes people have to sit back and watch your cause and effect play out. Because the choices that we make, they all determine how things will manifest. So we choose to manifest our happiness, we choose to manifest our sadness, our sorrows, our joys. It's a choice. It's perception based. It's the way we perceive the world around us. It's the way we respond to the world around us. But when we make poor choices, look at it as a learning experience. You live and you learn. You live if you learn, you die if you don't. Death is ignorance. No growth. If it's all mental, and you come to experience to learn and gather new experience, then you have to let experience play out. Like I said before, you don't beat yourself up about the experience. You aren't the experience. But while you're having the experience, take note. Learn from the experience. Don't run from experiences. Don't run from your cause and effect. Don't expect someone else to interject, to intervene, to pull you out of your bullshit. If you're sinking in it, you're gonna have to come up with the strength to get out of that. You're gonna have to muster up the strength to swim out of that. You're gonna have to execute will. You're gonna have to execute strong will, display strong will, and will yourself out of these situations. Will yourself out of these predicaments. If you're sinking or if you're drowning, you don't know how to swim. Maybe part of the experience is you learning how to swim. If you don't learn how to swim, you drown. Thus you repeat and do it over again. But eventually you're gonna have to learn how to swim. If someone's constantly playing lifeguard, saving you, throwing you life preservers or what they think are life preservers, you're not gonna learn how to swim. So, at times, there's a time to lend a hand and there's time to hold the hand back. So, you really can't expect anyone else to do for you what you can do for you. You know, they say if you want something done right, you should do it yourself. So, when it comes to uplifting, when it comes to rescuing, when it comes to pulling yourself out of certain situations that you've put yourself in, who else more better, who else is more qualified to do so than you? You have the power to put yourself in that position. You have the power to remove yourself from that position. You just have to choose to do so. But this is why knowing is important as well, because you have to know how to do so. But then again, part of the experience is you learning how to do so if you don't know how. Now, if you know and you just insist on doing the same thing regardless, then yeah, you might be a little insane, or the popular definition of insanity. But after a while, that's even got to get tired. You know, paddling around in circles, not going anywhere. You're going to get tired. You're going to fatigue. And then you might drown. Once you don't have the strength to paddle anymore, you might swing. You may sink. Because you don't have the ability to paddle anymore. You wasted all your strength paddling in circles. But if you would have paddled in a direction, you would have reached that destination long before you lost strength and drowned. So, I mean, it's up to us. It's up to what we apply our energy to. But like I said, it takes a lot less energy to do what needs to be done than to procrastinate. It takes a lot more energy procrastinating or going in circles. All that time you're spending going in circles, you could be putting that energy into moving forward. But there's so many distractions along the way. Sometimes we get caught looking at the distractions and we don't even realize we're going in circles. We're just mesmerized. That's why you gotta focus. See the distractions for what they really are. Don't allow yourself to be distracted by vanity, the illusions, superficial, artificial world around you that you perceive to be real that really isn't. The real world is you. The real world is inside of you. But you have to know yourself to know this. You have to know yourself to know that. You have to know yourself to know that. You are the master of your reality. You are the builder of your reality and the destroyer of your illusions. You master reality by destroying illusion.